Africa is on the rise. While the world focuses on global superpowers, some of the fastest growing economies are emerging right here on the continent. With rapid industrialization, tech innovation, and major infrastructure projects, these nations are reshaping the future. Africa's economic growth has been a story of resilience, setbacks, and resurgence. For decades, the continent faced numerous challenges that hindered economic development. However, in the 1990s and early 2000s, a turning point emerged as peace agreements were signed and democratic institutions strengthened. Many African economies began to stabilize. Nations that once suffered from economic stagnation started seeing real growth, benefiting from political stability, improved governance, and structural economic reforms. Foreign investment also started flowing in, particularly in sectors like telecommunications, energy, and infrastructure. Countries like Ghana, Kenya, and South Africa led the charge in opening their markets and attracting global businesses. Additionally, the rise of regional trade agreements, such as the African Continental Free Trade Area, has further helped boost cross-border trade and economic cooperation. Now, Africa's economy is booming for three major reasons. Population growth. Africa's population is expected to hit 2.5 billion by 2050, making it one of the youngest and fastest growing labor forces in the world. Urbanization and infrastructure. Over 40% of Africans now live in cities, driving massive investments in housing, roads, and transport systems. Technology and innovation. Fintech, mobile banking, and digital startups are revolutionizing the way Africans do business, bypassing traditional banking and fueling economic growth. This rapid transformation is setting the stage for Africa's future dominance in global trade. Ethiopia. Projected growth 7.5%. Ethiopia is leading Africa's economic race with a massive focus on industrialization, agriculture, and energy. But beyond its current growth, Ethiopia has a unique place in African history. Unlike most African nations, Ethiopia was never colonized, maintaining its sovereignty through centuries of external pressures. This legacy has shaped a strong national identity and a resilient economic framework, which continues to drive its modern economy. Ethiopia's economy is primarily driven by agriculture, contributing nearly 40% of its GDP and employing a significant portion of the population. The country is the largest producer of coffee in Africa, with coffee exports serving as a major foreign exchange earner. Other significant exports include sesame seeds, flowers, pulses, and livestock. Agriculture remains the backbone of Ethiopia's economy, but the government has been working to diversify revenue sources through industrialization and infrastructure development. One of Ethiopia's most ambitious projects is the Grand Ethiopian Renaissance Dam, the largest hydroelectric power project in Africa. This dam has the potential to transform the entire region, generating electricity not only for Ethiopia, but also for neighboring countries. Ethiopia aims to become an energy exporter, using its vast water resources, including Lake Tana, to strengthen energy security and industrial growth. If managed effectively, these projects could provide sustainable energy solutions across East Africa, reducing dependency on fossil fuels and attracting further foreign investment. In addition to energy, manufacturing and aviation are key pillars of Ethiopia's economic transformation. The government has heavily invested in industrial parks, attracting foreign companies and boosting exports in textiles, leather, and processed foods. Meanwhile, Ethiopian Airlines, Africa's largest and most profitable airline, has positioned Addis Ababa as a major global transit hub, further fueling economic activity. Rwanda. Projected growth 7.2%. Rwanda has emerged as one of Africa's most remarkable economic success stories. Despite the devastating genocide of 1994 that shattered the country, Rwanda has undergone an incredible transformation, becoming a model for stability, governance, and rapid economic growth. This progress is largely due to strong government policies, strategic investments, and a focus on innovation. Rwanda's economy is driven by technology, agriculture, and services. the government has prioritized digital transformation, making Kigali one of Africa's most advanced cities. With its commitment to smart city infrastructure and AI research, Rwanda has positioned itself as a leader in tech-driven development. The country is also a pioneer in using drones for medical supply deliveries, improving healthcare access in remote areas. Agriculture remains a significant part of Rwanda's economy, employing a large percentage of the population. The country is a leading exporter of coffee and tea, with high-quality Rwandan coffee gaining international recognition. Additionally, the government is promoting agribusiness and sustainable farming practices to enhance productivity and food security. Rwanda's stability and pro-business policies have made it a favorite for foreign investors, with the country ranking among the easiest places to do business in Africa. The government actively encourages entrepreneurship, and the Kigali Innovation City project is expected to further boost Rwanda's role as a regional tech hub. Côte d'Ivoire. Projected growth 6.8%. Côte d'Ivoire, located in West Africa, is one of the continent's fastest-growing economies. The country has made significant progress in economic diversification, moving beyond its traditional reliance on agriculture to develop strong financial and industrial sectors. Historically, Côte d'Ivoire has been known as the world's largest cocoa producer, supplying over 40% of the global cocoa market. Cocoa, along with coffee, continues to be the backbone of the country's economy, providing employment for millions of farmers. However, the government has been actively investing in industrialization and infrastructure to create a more diversified and resilient economy. Abidjan, the economic capital, has become a major financial hub for West Africa, attracting multinational companies and foreign direct investment. The Abidjan Metro project, a $1.5 billion railway project, is expected to transform urban transportation and boost productivity in the capital. Additionally, major investments in ports, highways, and energy have strengthened Côte d'Ivoire's role as a key trade gateway for landlocked neighbors such as Mali and Burkina Faso. The government has also fostered a business-friendly environment, implementing reforms that have made Côte d'Ivoire one of Africa's top performers in the ease of doing business rankings. This has encouraged growth in sectors such as banking, telecommunications, and manufacturing. Tanzania. Projected growth 6.5%. Tanzania, one of East Africa's largest economies, is experiencing rapid economic expansion thanks to strategic investments in infrastructure, energy, and tourism. The country is leveraging its natural resources and geographic location to position itself as a major trade and investment hub. Tanzania is home to one of Africa's fastest-growing tourism industries, with attractions such as Serengeti National Park, Mount Kilimanjaro, and Zanzibar drawing millions of visitors each year. Tourism generates billions in revenue and is a key driver of employment and foreign exchange earnings. Beyond tourism, Tanzania has focused heavily on infrastructure development. The government has embarked on a $10 billion standard gauge railway, which aims to modernize transportation and enhance trade connectivity with neighboring countries such as Rwanda, Uganda, and the Democratic Republic of the Congo. The expansion of Dar es Salaam port is also improving Tanzania's role in regional and global trade. Agriculture remains a major economic pillar, employing nearly 70% of the population. Key exports include cashew nuts, coffee, tea, and tobacco. However, efforts are being made to modernize agriculture through technology and irrigation projects to increase productivity. Tanzania has also discovered large natural gas reserves, which have the potential to transform the economy by boosting energy production and exports. With proper management, Tanzania could emerge as a key player in the regional energy market. Senegal. Projected growth 6.3%. Senegal is positioning itself as a rising economic powerhouse in West Africa, thanks to strategic investments in oil and gas, digital technology, and infrastructure. The country's stable political environment and economic reforms have made it an attractive destination for investors. One of Senegal's most promising developments is the discovery of offshore oil and gas reserves. These new energy sources are expected to double Senegal's GDP in the coming years, with projects such as the Sangomar oil field and Greater Tortue Amayim LNG project set to drive economic transformation. If managed effectively, these resources could turn Senegal into a key energy supplier in the region. In addition to oil and gas, Senegal has been making strides in digital innovation. The government has launched the Dakar Tech City project, aimed at turning the capital into a regional hub for tech startups and innovation. Investments in fiber optics, digital banking, and e-commerce are helping to modernize the economy and create new job opportunities. Senegal's infrastructure development is also accelerating, with projects such as the Blaise Diagne International Airport and high-speed regional rail network improving connectivity and trade logistics. The country's deep water port in Dakar is one of the most important on the West African coast, serving as a key gateway for regional commerce. Agriculture, particularly groundnuts, fish, and horticultural exports, remains a strong component of Senegal's economy. However, climate change and unpredictable rainfall patterns pose challenges that the government is addressing through irrigation and sustainability initiatives. These 5 fastest-growing economies in Africa are leveraging their natural resources, technological innovation, and strategic investments to drive rapid development. While challenges remain, the progress being made is transforming the continent's economic landscape and positioning Africa as a major player in the global economy. Africa's economic future is bright, with rapid growth and transformation happening across the continent. But what do you think? Which African country do you believe has the most potential for the future? Are there any other fast-growing economies we should cover? Let us know in the comments. And if you enjoyed this video, hit that like button, subscribe, and turn on notifications so you never miss an update on Africa's rise. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next video.